In the vast and intricate world of chemistry, some compounds remain hidden in plain sight. They are woven into the fabric of life itself, yet their names are unfamiliar to many. One such molecule is taurine. It is a substance found throughout the animal kingdom, present in our very own bodies. It plays a crucial role in the fundamental processes that sustain us. Taurine helps regulate the water and mineral salts in our blood. It supports the development of our nervous system, and it is vital for the healthy function of our hearts, and it is vital for the healthy function of our eyes. It is an unsung hero of our internal biology, working silently behind the scenes. You may not know the name taurine from a biology textbook, but you have almost certainly seen it listed on the side of a can. It is a star ingredient in the multi-billion-dollar energy drink industry. These brightly colored beverages promise to sharpen the mind and invigorate the body. They offer a boost of energy for late-night study sessions or demanding physical tasks. The makers of these drinks credit taurine as one of the key components responsible for these effects. Its inclusion is not a mere marketing gimmick. It is added for a specific purpose, intended to interact with our physiology in a profound way. But what exactly is this substance? And why is it so important for these popular drinks? Taurine is often mistaken for an amino acid, the building blocks of protein. However, it is technically an aminosulfonic acid. This subtle chemical difference is significant. Unlike true amino acids, our bodies do not use taurine to build proteins. Instead, it acts as a powerful antioxidant and a regulator of cellular activity. In energy drinks, it is believed to work in synergy with other ingredients, like caffeine, to enhance mental performance and physical performance, though the exact mechanisms are still a subject of scientific exploration and debate. Understanding taurine is essential to understanding the modern phenomenon of the energy drink. Its presence in these formulas connects a desire for enhanced human performance with a long and fascinating scientific history. This journey will take us from the abattoirs of the 19th century to the sterile, high-tech laboratories of the 21st. We will explore how our relationship with this single molecule has evolved. We will examine its origins, its transformation, and its impact on our health and culture. This is the story of taurine, a molecule that has traveled from the natural world into the heart of our fast-paced, modern lives. Our story begins nearly 200 years ago in the year 1827. Two German scientists, Friedrich Tiedemann and Leopold Gmelin, were conducting their research. They were investigating the process of digestion, a fundamental mystery of life. During their meticulous work, they isolated a curious substance from the bile of an ox. Bile is a digestive fluid produced by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. It helps to break down fats. The scientists named their discovery taurine, derived from the Latin word taurus, which means ox or bull. This humble animal origin marks the very beginning of our scientific understanding of the compound. In those early days of chemistry, the laboratory was a very different place. There were no gleaming stainless steel benches or sophisticated electronic instruments. Scientists worked with simple glass beakers, burners, and rudimentary filtration systems. To study taurine, they first had to acquire it. This meant obtaining bile directly from animals, most commonly from oxen and bulls slaughtered for meat. The gallbladders were carefully removed from the carcasses. The thick, greenish-brown bile was then drained and collected. This was a messy, often unpleasant process, a stark contrast to the clean and controlled methods we know today. Once the raw bile was collected, the challenging work of purification began. The initial extracts were a crude mixture of many different substances. They used techniques like precipitation, where they would add chemicals to make unwanted components solidify and fall out of the solution. They would then filter the liquid again and again to gradually increase the purity of the taurine crystals. This was a painstaking and time-consuming task, reliant on patience, skill, and a great deal of trial and error. It shows us that our relationship with taurine began not in a factory, but in the natural world, tied directly to the animals we depended upon. The first samples of this molecule were not synthesized, they were extracted. This origin story is a vital part of our journey. It sets the stage for a dramatic transformation in science and industry. We will see how human ingenuity moved the production of taurine away from the abattoir and into the realm of modern chemistry. This shift would change everything, from the cost and scale of production to the very nature of the final product itself. Today, the story of taurine has entered a new chapter. The substance found in your energy drink does not come from an ox. It is not extracted from animal bile. Instead, it is created through a precise, highly controlled chemical synthesis. In vast industrial laboratories, chemists combine simple, widely available materials to build the taurine molecule from scratch. This synthetic taurine is chemically identical to nature's taurine, but it can be produced in enormous quantities with exceptional purity and without reliance on animals. This is a monumental leap in scientific capability. The shift from animal extraction to synthetic production is a cornerstone of the modern food and supplement industry. It brings consistency and safety that were impossible in the 1800s. Modern methods ensure every batch is free from biological contaminants. Advanced quality control tests for impurities at every stage. The result? A fine white crystalline powder, a pure substance ready for countless products consumed by millions worldwide daily. This is 21st century taurine. As we unravel this story, we turn to taurine's effects on the human body. What happens when we consume it, especially with high doses of caffeine and sugar? We will examine the science behind its purported benefits for wakefulness and physical endurance. Researchers study how taurine interacts with our cells, our muscles, and our brains. The feeling of heightened energy and focus people report is a complex physiological response. We will explore known side effects and the ongoing scientific debate about long-term health implications. Finally, we navigate regulation and safety. How do government bodies like the Food and Drug Administration in the United States view taurine? We will look at guidelines and approvals that govern its use in food and beverages. Regulatory stances vary by country, reflecting cultural attitudes and scientific interpretations. Understanding these rules is essential to the global context of energy drinks. This comprehensive look at its history, synthesis, and physiological impact shows taurine's journey from curiosity to global commodity. Table of Contents, Part 2, Act 1, The 1800s Origin, 9 sections. 1. Dawn of Discovery, a new substance from an ancient source. 2. The Anatomy of an Ox, sourcing the raw material. 3. The abattoir's harvest, the grim reality of collection. 4. From gallbladder to glassware, the first steps of extraction. 5. An alchemist's pursuit, the challenge of purification. 6. The crystal prize, isolating taurine in the early laboratory. 7. Working conditions, the unseen dangers of 19th century chemistry. 8. Early applications, what was it for? 9. A foundation. Laid, the legacy of Tiedemann and Gmelin.